Hey, what's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Hopefully, the mic volume is good. I'm going to get an inline amp for my mic so that it's a little bit louder. But hopefully, it's okay for today. Um, Not really too much to look at. Excuse me. We are going to just go over Spy really quick. Hopefully, nobody took Cat. Whoops. I mentioned this in Keenan's Discord last night, and then I realized I should have added everyone, but there really wasn't any open interest on the contracts, which is weird because Cat normally has good open interest, but yeah, there just really wasn't anything. So hopefully nobody took this. If you did, I apologize. I didn't check the open interest because it normally has good open interest. I guess I will in the future. Um, what's up, Robin Hood? What's up, Sleazy? What's up, Corey? Henry? Butterknife? How you guys doing? So let's just chart up Spy really quick. I think we crushed it today. Hopefully you guys crushed it. If we go to 5 minutes, what did I just touch? Excuse me. I feel like this was pretty simple. We were looking for price to break down below this, but we actually opened below it. This is your area to go long. Just barely missed where we were watching for. But we do have, you know, this circle around because this is a range. And you want to get in long in that range. And you just play this all the way up and close here. I did say grab puts here, but somebody even asked in Keenan's Discord, like, is this where we take puts? Or they said, like, Rocket said to grab puts here. And I was like, no. Don't be grabbing puts right now. They're going to take it higher. So hopefully everybody avoided that disaster as well. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? Lisa, you should be trading futures. It's the way to go. Yeah, no worries. So let's start deleting stuff and figure out what we're looking at for tomorrow. I have to be a little bit quick. Oh, I should undo that. I didn't mention this part, but we had established that price can move quickly through our single prints here, which they did. I want to speak on something too really quick. I meant to talk about this yesterday with you guys, and I am not a professional YouTuber. I will never be a professional YouTuber. These videos, they're never going to be edited and clean and done in a soundproof room, with great lighting and all that stuff. Like, I don't want to say that I don't care, but it just isn't something that I'm ever going to do. I'm not really, trying to become an influencer or whatever, or grab people's attention through video editing skills. So none of that stuff will ever happen. Do the wicks on candles count for 2x bottom or top? I don't know what you mean by 2x bottom or top. What are the best ways to look at a time frame before entering a position? Oh shoot. Hang on one second. Man, my audio's not working in Discord. I gotta fix it really quick. Bro, why are you changing stuff like randomly? I'm glad I caught this. That's annoying. So when I say this, like, please do not take this as an insult. because that is not my intention. But a lot of retail people focus on things that are pretty insignificant. Um, if, gosh, I wish I didn't delete everything now. I wonder if I can get it back really quickly, like roughly. So if we're watching for calls here in this circle, um, did price hit this range on 5 minutes? The answer is yes. If I switch to a 30-minute chart, did price hit this range on the 30-minute chart? The answer is still yes. If I switch to 4-hour charts, did price still hit this range on 4 hours? And the answer is still yes. And if I switch to like a daily candle, did price still hit that range on the daily candle? The answer is still yes. And if I go to a monthly, you won't be able to see it because there's prices lower, but price still hit that range on a monthly candle. It's just difficult to see. Do I count wicks on candles as double bottoms, double tops? Absolutely. That's what you want to see. If you're, if you're looking to go short at a level, or looking to go long at a level, let's look at this as a double bottom, right? So let's delete this. If this wick, right, when I come down to a level and price does this, that's telling me this level here is super strong. And so then I get interested because if price does this again, then it's probably going to do the same thing. And I want to be a part of that. And so, yes, you you want to see wicks on double bottoms and double tops because you want price to tap a level and quickly move away from it. And the only way to quickly move away from something is to create a wick, unless you go to like some crazy lower time frame. Like if I did this and went to like 1 second candles, maybe I don't have a wick there. But on any like reasonable time frame, you're gonna have a wick, right? Actually, on 1 second, we even have a wick on 1 second. Okay. My audio's in and out. That's a bummer. I'll just basically inhale my mic. I'm gonna be getting a Cloud Chaser, which is like an inline amplifier, basically. That's frustrating. So hopefully that answers the question. Hopefully that makes sense. We want to see price move away from our levels quickly. That's our confirmation that the level is strong and that you want to play it. Okay. All right. With that said, I need to be a little bit quick today. I got started a little bit late because I was waiting on this new microphone, hoping that it would improve the audio quality. But now I realize that I just wasted money because it's accomplishing absolutely nothing that I wanted it to accomplish. What's it called? I was interested in the mic because it's a Shure mic that has like I don't know if I can show it, but you could tap here to mute the mic. But that's only if you're using USB, and I use XLR. So the mute button doesn't even matter. And so like here, I basically have exactly the same mic. It just doesn't have the mute button. And so I bought this new one thinking, cool, I'll have a mute button now. But with the XLR connection, I don't have a mute button, and I could connect directly into my computer using USB, but then that would decrease my audio quality, and there's no point in doing that. So I realize now what I should have done is just bought this inline amplifier and not got the new mic, since the button that helps me, or gives me the ability to mute doesn't actually even work with XLR. But I found that out after the fact, so that sucks. If anybody's looking for a Shure mic, I'm selling this one. Alrighty. So let's see. What's up, Alan? Hey, thank you, Miss Free. I appreciate that. What's up, Theo? How you doing? What's up, Katsu? What's up, Oliver? How you doing? All right, no worries, Robert. Oh, okay, good. The audio is good for everybody. I'm still going to get the amplifier because basically my gain is turned all the way up. Like, here, let me show you guys. Where are you? So, like, this app, this is my gain here, and it's like just basically shy of being at the very max. So, yeah. That's a bummer, Alan. Yeah, you got to play the levels. All right, let's look at TPO. Oliver, hopefully you realize what you did wrong today. Yeah, dude, Alan, I'm tripping out, man. I have a Scarlett, what is it, 2x2 Studio or whatever. I don't know. Scarlett 2i2 or whatever, Focusrite Scarlett, that I'm running my mic into with XLR. And I have the gain basically just maxed out. I get that it's not what's a condenser mic, so it doesn't take the power, the phantom power. So I guess I need to put the amp in line with phantom power to give it a little bit more oomph, which is frustrating, but whatever. I guess the frustration is that I feel like if I had known that yesterday, then I wouldn't have bought a new mic. I would have just bought the inline preamp or the inline amp. Dude, it's maxed out. Like I just showed the look at my gain. It's like all the way up. Where is it? Like it's turned all the way up. So pretty crazy. And if I move my mic like a decent distance, it should be like 12 to 6 inches from your mouth, then I think you guys can't even hear me very well. But so I'm going to get the amplifier, and that way I don't have to have my mic on the screen here or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or also kind of blocking my view is the bigger problem. I don't care that it's on that you guys can see it. It's just blocking my view of my screens a little bit. So anyway, let's look at our TPOs. Dude, why is this like so massive? What am I doing wrong? I'm on 30 minutes. Dude, what did I change? This is weird. I can't even see the blocks. Is it just too big of a day? Well, I guess like Spy ran like 7 points. And there's some wildness. Sorry, I want to look at something really quick. Yeah. I think they're going to sell off overnight. I almost called out a swing trade on PayPal, but I decided not to. I have a feeling it's going to hit, though. Oh, wow, it fixed itself now. Thank you. Okay. That was weird. I just had to change charts. These levels are pretty much right on top of each other, but normally I would just combine the two levels if it was my own chart. But for you guys, I just put both levels on there. That way you can combine the level if you want to or have the exact levels. Oh, that's sick, Robert. That's sick. Love it. Love it. What's up, Nathan? That's awesome. So, Oliver, hopefully we can meet up tonight. Um, I normally don't get home till like 10 or 10:30 your time on Tuesdays. But if you're up, we can meet up. I just wanted to say um, um, the screenshot that you sent me, I'm just going to pull it up really quick. I'm not trying to put you on blast, but um, just in case we don't have a chance to talk. I was a little bit confused. So I didn't say anything to you at the time when you sent this to me because um, I would hate to be wrong, like, and tell you not to take a trade and it works out. But you're talking about shorting if we get a retest of this, and where I'm confused, like the previous day value area low, um, or maybe you're talking about like if we break above it, come back in and retest it, or tap it and then retest it and then go. But based on this here, um, like these candles, like crossed above, wicked back below, crossed back above, and then sold off. So I don't know if this is what you were basing it on, was the fact that we sold off hard from here. But these candles closing above and all that stuff should really scare you from taking a short here. Um, and then also, I think right about the time price got to here, there was like war news from Iran, which didn't help your case. Um, I would be more like, I don't even know what ES did today, but I would be more interested in going long here, like based on this wicking through and then going. What is this level? 863 ish, I think. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, no, that was yesterday. I think this is what I was looking at, but we never got back down there. Unfortunate. Okay. But anyway, hopefully we'll have time to talk about it tonight. Um, so. Um, so the best way to answer your question, Antonio, is it's really when you decide to like get serious about this. And that might sound stupid, right? Um, I talk about this on my channel. One trade a day for 6 months. Journal every single trade and identify levels like I am right now when the market's closed, right? And then let me just see if I can pull this up really quick. Because, like, this isn't cockiness when I say this, but, like, this isn't luck, right? Like, I showed you guys all of this yesterday. Like, Antonio might not have been here, or, sorry, who was it that asked? Oh, yeah, Antonio. You might not have been here yesterday. I don't know if you were. It doesn't really matter. But the point is I covered all of this live when the market was closed before it took place and said, watch for calls here. If they don't give us this level, then look for calls here. And then this is our area where we close calls, right? And if you look at it, like, this was basically tapped to a T. I have a bubble here because this is going to be a range. This is actually kind of important. I talked about this with my mentee yesterday. Every level on your chart, you have to have a range around it where you're opening and closing trades when you get into that range. So for like something like ES, a future, you probably want like 1 point on each side. Something like NQ, you want more like 2 points on each side. So you have like a 4-point range on NQ. You have like a 2-point range on ES. And SPY, I couldn't give you an amount, but I would guess probably right around 25 to 30 cents on either side of your lines is kind of the range that you probably want to watch for. And so that's why when I draw these circles, it's giving us, roughly 30 cents on each side range to get into the trade. And that's where we tapped, right? And then the same thing at the top, you have about 25 to 30 cents below where you would consider closing. Like, you guys might have even closed right here if you held through all of it, which would have saved you some heartache and some theta decay, right? This should be right within like our 25 to 30 cent range. I'm guessing. I'm not drawing levels to figure it out, but we should be pretty close. Obviously, you could wait for this, but again, there was some pain before you got there, and this might have ate up some theta on the way, right? And so with all of what I just said, once you identify levels when the market's closed and figure out, I want to go long here, I want to go short here, or I want to take calls here, I want to take puts here, yada, yada, yada. You try to figure out what story the market is trying to tell you based on the charts, and then you go to play it the next day. And the thing with the one trade a day, it forces you to be really patient and really disciplined. And the first month of doing one trade a day is probably the hardest. First month or two, for most people, right around the first month to the 6-week mark, they go, oh, I understand why I'm doing one trade a day. And they start getting deadly and like a sniper with their entries on their trades, because for 6 weeks or a month, whatever it is, 30 days or 45 days, they've been forced to only have one bullet every single day, and they have to make that one bullet count. And so once you establish that patience and discipline and you start using that bullet like it's a life or death situation, like you've got to wait for that good setup, otherwise you're toast, it starts to really click, right? And then the other thing is like the reason that one bullet thing is so important is if you just check in with yourself when I say this, a lot of people will go, oh, let me try to take a put here. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. I'll just switch to calls and, whatever, yada, 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 and make back what I lost. And if that's a conversation that you have in your head when you're trading, you're wrong. You're so wrong. It's not even funny. And so the mindset needs to be, I only have one bullet. And when I pull the trigger, I have to make sure it really counts, because I don't have a second bullet to make up that losing trade or whatever it is. Like, I can't just haphazardly hop into a different direction and kind of hope it works out. You need to wait patiently for your levels. You need to wait for your setups. You need to wait for your entries to come to you, right? With all of that said, um, like how do we identify entries? Everybody's kind of different. Oh, I can't turn stuff off on this chart, unfortunately. But like the previous day POC here, 588.20. If we look at this, today they didn't give us a lot of setups. If you don't know to grab calls here and close here, they didn't give you a ton of setups based on how I trade, right? Other people, there might have been a lot of setups, but the way that I trade, there's not a lot of setups. So for me, the only real trade that I see kind of at a glance looking at things is, and actually it's not that great, but it is what it is. When we broke through the previous day POC here, and then we closed above, and then we didn't have another candle that wicked back down below or closed below this level, that's showing that we're breaking this with strength and that the participants in the market are happy being up above the previous day POC. So then as long as we have 3 5-minute candles that close above, then we wait for our retest and we would grab calls and play it up. With that said, though, I am not an advocate for buying calls at the top. Like, as far as volume profile is concerned, when I'm at my value area low is where I want to be thinking about calls. And when I'm at my value area high is where I want to be thinking about puts. So again, from the perspective of how I trade, there wasn't a lot of great setups if you don't know about TPO, like that you just slap calls, at your single prints, or close your position when you get to your single prints at the top. So today is not the best day as far as what I teach, but that's okay. Like, you don't have to trade every day. And that's important. Like, another thing that I talk about on this Discord, and I think I've talked about it with my mentee as well, is that every day when I wake up, I check in with myself. Like, am I rested? Do I feel right mentally? Like, is something bothering me? Am I not feeling well? Whatever. Like, generally the answer is always no, and I feel fine. But every once in a while I'll wake up in the morning and I feel kind of funky. And, it's just like, not really feeling it, not really vibing or whatever. Wake up, with a sore throat or whatever, feeling groggy, just not 100% there. And I'll literally make a conscious decision in that moment to not trade that day. Every once in a while that will change. Like, let's say like I go back to bed and sleep and I wake up a couple hours later and now I feel great and refreshed and everything's good. Then at that point I might get up and start trading. But typically once I've decided I'm not trading for the day, I don't trade. And so you have to realize trading is less about the entries and more about, the mentality of trading is more important. Obviously, you need good entries, but if you have a system that works, that's at least like over a 50% win rate, and you're using one risk to reward every trade, like, you will be profitable as long as you trust your system. So then the part of trusting your system that becomes difficult is how you're processing what's happening mentally or how you're feeling mentally, if that makes sense. What's up, Jason? Well, yeah, Triple G. I mean, I don't know. We cover how to look for entries. We cover what setups to take. A lot of people, and I'm not going to like specify any specific Discords, but a lot of people in a lot of Discords in general, they just kind of decide in the morning bullish or bearish, and then they just run with it. And they'll hold through like kind of whatever. And that's really just not the way to trade. You want to wait for your setup. You want to wait for a good clean entry. Um, and yeah, so that's about that. Um, let's see. And as far as how long it took me before I became confident, it was a weird conversation with my mentor, actually. Um, for a while, I would chart really well. I would understand the story the market was telling me. Um, my levels would be on point, and then I wouldn't follow my levels. I wouldn't follow my plan. And one day, my mentor is very much like me in the sense that he can be very blunt and very to the point and very like he might hurt your feelings if you're sensitive. Fortunately, I'm not sensitive and I'm very blunt myself. And he was just kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Your levels are amazing. He's like, I would trade off of your charts. So why aren't you trading off of your charts? And what he meant by why aren't you trading off of your charts is I wasn't taking my setups. I was just kind of haphazardly like, oh, calls, puts, like kind of what I was just talking about, just picking a direction and going with it versus waiting for my setup to come to me, entering the trade and, you know, playing the setup. So it was right around there. I don't remember length of time. I think it was right around like a year and a half that I started getting more confident. Um, and this might sound weird, but oh, right on. Thanks, Alan. This might sound kind of weird, but um, oh, what was I gonna say? Shit, I don't even remember. So you guys don't get to hear what I was gonna say. That was weird. Um, yeah. 1 second, guys. Keep your head up or keep your hands up. Sorry. Um, so if you look in the description of this video, I don't know where you're at as far as a trader. There should be some books listed. If you would consider yourself a newbie, and a newbie meaning you don't understand market structure, like um, lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, consolidation, things like that, then if you don't understand those things that I just mentioned, then you want to grab the book called Getting Started in Technical Analysis by Jack D. Swagger. If you understand
Meow.
all of those things that I just talked about, what the hell? Burnside? Um, so if you understand all of the things that I just talked about, then you'll want to get what's it called? Volume Price Analysis by Trader Dale, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and Anna Cooling's book on volume price analysis. And then from there, just kind of watch the classes on the Discord. My mentor Shorty does a lot of classes like on volume profile, time price opportunity, SIGs, anyway, just a bunch of stuff, footprints, all kinds of stuff. So once you've read the books, like if you watch the video on volume profile, then it'll lay out for you how to find the levels, which is what I'm kind of going over. Um, but I'm not like teaching it right now. I'm just finding the levels, um, you know, to share with you guys. But I do teaching as well. Um, just not normally like on the Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday streams kind of thing because um, all of the class stuff takes a lot of time, and I never really generally have that much time during the week. T Foster, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's right, Oliver. It's your wife's birthday, so cool. We'll just plan on Thursday then, because like I told you, I'm going to be working on Wednesday, so I'm not going to have any availability basically. And happy birthday again to the wifey. Okay. Um, you can draw SIGs right now based on the 2 days. Um, I'm not really a fan like when it's like just barely overlapping, but it is what it is. We'll draw them just in case they might work. Our SIGs probably are going to be all bunched up at the top. Yeah, they are. At the top, this will be third SIG as well. All right. I want to zoom out a little bit. Interesting day. So if you look at the last 3 days, um, can't really say anything about this other than, gap down, sell off. We got a strong bounce at the bottom. This day was an inside day, meaning the body and the wicks of the entire candle were inside the body and wick of this entire candle. So I went from this day to an inside day to now what's an outside day where the body and wicks are completely outside of this previous day's candle. Um, nice. Keep your hands up. Um, Queen Mimi. Yeah, it's not going to mean too much, but I can. This is called Session Volume Profile, or SVP. So you can see up here SVP. And on SVP, you want to turn on, or your value area volume, you want to be 68, your row size 100. Under style, you want to check value area high, value area low, POC. And then you draw those levels on a 30-minute time frame, which would be your previous day levels. Previous week levels, we use the same settings, but a different indicator. It's called PVP, or Periodic Volume Profile. You're going to have the same settings as SVP. And on a 65-minute time frame, you would find your previous week levels. And then with the same indicator, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention this, period 1 week. And then the same indicator, you would change to period 1 month and go to a 4-hour time frame, and that would find your monthly levels. So you want to find like your previous month, value area high, value area low, and POC. But again, like we have classes on this stuff where me just telling you like this is the indicator is really not going to help you very much. You'd want to go look under the videos and watch the video on volume profile. Let me look at this again. Excuse me. Our buying volume today was higher, and it's above the 9-day moving average. I don't think monthly is going to change anything. We looked at it yesterday. Um, we have decreasing volume as price is getting pushed higher. And again, we can't look at this candle because this month is still developing. But the last 3 months, decreasing volume as price has been pushing up, which just leaves me like kind of bearish overall. And if I look at like weekly, this was a massive week. But I think this was all a lot of news, right? This was like Trump, what's it called? Trump winning the election. But yeah, so the last 3 weeks, or sorry, these last 3 weeks, we have decreasing volume as price is getting pushed higher. And then sell off with some increasing red volume, massive green candle week, again, due to elections. And now our previous week is the highest volume out of the last, whatever, 5 weeks or so. And it's a red candle. So overall, just kind of looking bearish on the longer time frames, which doesn't necessarily mean that we're bearish day to day. But with that said, I think the most likely scenario is we grab puts somewhere in this range up here. Ideally, up at our previous day value area high, poor high, second sig, third sig. If price comes here, we're going to get a really strong rejection, I would anticipate, unless there's some kind of news that trumps that. But if price taps this, pretty good chance that we're going to get a nice hard rejection down. And, from there, you just play your levels, from here to here, and then trim. Ideally, I would want to be out of the trade at the previous day value area low. I could be wrong, but I don't think we're going to be seeing price down here tomorrow. But if we did, this is where you'd want to look for calls. But we got such a big move today that it's just very unlikely that we're going to get another massive move tomorrow. Oh, wait, they have news, right? And then after hours, there's NVIDIA earnings. I'm not positive about the NVIDIA earnings, but where is it? There we go. We've got a couple of things during the day or morning that will affect us. But tomorrow, when is NVIDIA earnings? It's 5 p.m. So after, it's not today, right? Okay, yeah, it's tomorrow. So tomorrow after the market close. So yeah, I wouldn't be really surprised. If we just, kind of grind down kind of slow tomorrow, I don't think we're going to get any massive new moves. Hey, what's up, Nora? How you doing? With the NVIDIA earnings coming tomorrow, don't trade based off of this, but I'm pretty sure NVIDIA is going to miss. And they're going to come out red. And overnight, SPY is going to sell off pretty hard because of all of that. So, at least that's what I'm anticipating. But I could be completely wrong on that. Nvidias are always, I mean, sorry, earnings are always going to be a gamble. So, it's pretty hit and miss. But I think just trading tomorrow, I wouldn't swing anything. Um, Trend days are hard for me as well, Trev, because we're probably both reversal traders, and it's hard to trade a reversal when they don't give you a reversal. Um, this really is the range that I would be looking for tomorrow. Um, so up here, you can look for puts. And I mean, I would just be shocked, but um, hopefully this makes sense. Um, Hopefully you guys don't have any questions. And then just so that you are aware, this area, we probably start to get a little choppy through here. Okay. Yeah, I highly doubt they're going to knock it out of the park, but we'll see. I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. Autolansing. Autolansing? I think so. Yeah, me too, Trev. Yeah. I think so many people are expecting Nvidia to like absolutely crush earnings, and I don't think it's going to happen. Where's so this here was the earning where I said if you buy 50K in calls on Nvidia, it'll be life changing money, and that's where he went from whatever price was at the time, like 960 ish, I think, and went absolutely nuclear up to like 1,400 something. Um, but I mean, like, you could try me on earnings if you think um, you've got a better idea of what's going to happen. Um, so even here, like, they got good earnings. Um, what's it called? They had to have missed on something. I can't think of the word. I don't know why, but yeah. Um, if you're asking me when I called this out, it was before the split, which is why I'm saying price was 960 and went up to 1,400 and something. Um, the this here, like, they beat earnings, but they still sold off. And what's it called? They missed guidance. There we go. Oh, thank you, Reginald. I just saw your message, but like it was after the fact. And I'm not even positive that they did miss on guidance, but they have to have for them to have a sell off like this. Um, that's the only explanation, for having a green earnings and selling off like this. And I think coming up to right now, retail is just so bullish on Nvidia, and they're expecting like some massive run. I'm sure there's like just insane amounts of people that are in calls for Nvidia earnings, and I'm pretty sure they're all going to get clapped. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow afternoon, I guess. And then we can revisit this conversation, not from a point of being right or wrong. It doesn't even matter. But I am pretty sure that they're going to be getting crushed. Yes, I will be streaming Shorty's market update today. That goes without saying. The only time it doesn't get streamed is if there's some mistake or something on my end, or Shorty every once in a while will be live on the Discord and he'll mention that he's going live in the voice chat. And then anybody that wasn't in the voice chat doesn't know that he's going live. And then I don't know that we're doing one, so I don't record it. But yeah. Oh, okay. Chip delay. Makes sense. Sure. Okay. Call me wrong. I would wait until after the earnings happen. And then you can call me wrong. But, like, I don't know. That's a little aggressive. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. Like, I'm just saying I think this is what's going to happen. And yeah, I have a 50% chance of being right. And I have a 50% chance of being wrong. Leave your call. Yeah, makes sense, Alan. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be a wild one. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Um, and if I'm wrong, that's cool. Whatever. I think that's one of the most important things actually in trading, and me and Oliver talk about this a lot, is that it's perfectly okay to be wrong. If you're trying to become a trader, if you're trying to become a professional trader, and you're not okay with being wrong, you're never going to make it in this game. Never, never, never. If your ego gets hurt every time you lose a trade and you start FOMOing and chasing plays and whatever, just YOLOing into trades, you will never make it in this game. So, oh, the person on Shorty's stream that does well, that's Burnside. Is that you, Burnside? Are you in? This dude's trolling me right now. The book about charting is called Getting Started in Technical Analysis, and it's by Jack D. Swagger. Dude, if that's Burnside, that'll be hilarious. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying is you really have to learn how to be okay with being wrong if you're trying to become a good trader. Otherwise, you'll never get there. Like you have to take those losses and just let it roll off your shoulder. And when you come back, like when you come, so basically, if you take a trade and it loses, a lot of people are now looking at the market from the perspective of, I need to make back the money that I lost. Trev, you're hilarious. Burnside, he's a good guy. If he's in the chat right now, he's a good guy. Otherwise, he's a pain in my ass. No, I'm joking. He's a good guy. But if he blocked you, it's not personal. It's just that he gets easily distracted by people talking, and so he'll block people that talk a lot just so that he's not hearing them when he's trading or whatever. What's up, Marcos? Thank you, Damblian. Hopefully I said your name wrong. Damn Laban. I think so. So I don't trade stocks, Queen. I actually trade futures, and yeah, I pretty much always trade the same thing. I'm either trading NQ, which is the NASDAQ, the future for NASDAQ, or I trade ES, which is the future for the S&P 500 or the future for SPY, depending on how you look at it. Um, yeah, it's all good. I think the only reason he probably doesn't have me blocked, because I talk a lot, is that I'm calling out trades and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Bart. Oh, okay. Yeah, Burnside's actually, now I can't say what I was about to say because I just mentioned his name, but he's up there. Um, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a roundabout way to say what I was about to say, and I don't have a roundabout way of saying it without like putting him on blast. Um, Let me think for just a second. And then also, if you guys have any questions, like now's the time because I'm about to wrap this up and get going. What's up, Gigi? How you doing? All right, let's say this. Um, in Shorty's Discord, there's two market makers. Shorty's one of them. And what's up, South? How you doing? Um, yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. You can draw your own conclusions from there. Um, but so that's a wild thing for people to think about. Like if you're Mr. Face, I use a lot of different time frames when I chart. So I don't have time, unfortunately, to like teach charting right now. We have classes. Let me show you guys because y'all wild. If you go to YouTube and you go to my channel and you click on videos, that's weird. Why is that there? Under videos, you'll see class with shorty, footprints, and order flow. If you're trying to learn footprints or order flow, you would want to watch this. SIGs. This was a really quick little 2-minute class Shorty did on SIGs. Very good. Definitely worth watching. If you're trying to learn TPO, then this would be the video to watch. Shorty teaching TPO. This is, again, another video a month before on market auction theory and time price opportunity. Again, worth watching. Another video on fibs. Footprints, again. Where is... Not on here. If you go under the lives, like every Sunday, almost every Sunday, Shorty will do a class. And so if you look under, you just look for class with Shorty. This right here, it says it's 6 hours long. I messed up. My bad. Sorry, everybody. But if you were to open this, it's actually not 6 hours long.
Not much.
But this is a class with Shorty on footprints, market profile, and volume profile. And he did this as an introduction to all three of those. And so if you want to learn about charting, you want to learn volume profile. Market profile and footprints are both also important, but that comes later. Like you want to learn volume profile first and then focus on the rest. And if we keep looking, class for Shorty on footprints. I should organize this better. My apologies. I should just make a playlist for all the classes, is what I should do. Because then I end up looking for them like this. Um, this is the one that you want to watch if you're trying to learn charting. Volume profile with Shorty, where um, this is a full class on volume profile where he's going to cover everything, and I'll just put a link to this in the chat, and that's where you should start. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Southkick dead. Sorry. Jordan Allen, what we teach on our YouTube channel, so volume profile, market profile, TPO, footprints, um, order flow, pretty much all of that will apply to trading stocks, trading futures, trading options, trading forex, trading crypto. You can apply all of it to all of those things. With one exception, you can't use footprints on anything except for futures, as far as I know. Um, and but so basically, everything that we teach can be applied to anything, any type of trading, basically. And it's the way to trade, because this is the stuff that market makers can't hide from you. So, like when you have a market maker telling you, um, this is how to trade because you can't hide it from market makers, or sorry, the market makers can't hide their intentions from you. Once you learn how to read this on a chart, then that's how you want to trade. Anything else, candlestick patterns, chart patterns, all of those things, EMAs, MAs, RSI, MACD, all of that stuff, market makers can absolutely manipulate it to take your money and run with it. So, yeah, there are there are PowerPoints in the Discord that you can read through. It's basically a book on trading. I don't know how many pages it is, but it's pretty big. Um, yeah, Big P. Me and Shorty both go live. We both trade live. Ever since the baby was born, I've been not as active as I used to be as far as trading live. Um, oh, okay. That's good to hear. Footprints are it, man. Like that's I even made this analogy with Oliver when we were doing like a little one-on-one session. Let me pull it up really quick. Oops. If only I could spell. This here is the stock market with footprints. And once you learn how to read this, like the dude in the Matrix where he says, I don't see whatever letters and numbers, I see a girl in a red dress. Once you can see the girl in the red dress when you're trading, you have officially unlocked the matrix of trading through footprints. And it's pretty insanely powerful. Um, yeah. I mean, realistically, like if you're serious, if you're really, really serious about wanting to learn, Shorty's Discord is where it's at. Like, there's just like show me a better Discord. I don't um, like I don't know what other words to use. Like I'm open to there being a better Discord, but there isn't one that I know of, right? And so if you can show me one, then I'll be like, oh, okay, they're the best. But if you really think about it, you're learning how to trade from a market maker, and a market maker is teaching you how to trade based on the information that he, as a market maker, knows market makers can't hide from you. And so if a market maker is telling you this is the stuff we can't hide from you, and once you learn how to figure out where that stuff is on the chart, um, trading becomes much easier. Like, that's the dude to learn from. God, these things. Um, so again, like I don't really try to make this YouTube channel too much about promoting Shorty's Discord, because that's not what this is about. Um, we do a lot of the education and stuff all for free here on YouTube, and you don't need to pay for a Discord to learn how to trade. You don't need to pay a mentor to learn how to trade. There's every book you can think of out there. You buy books, you read. That's how you gain knowledge. That's how you learn. Um, there's a lot of really good information on YouTube. The only issue with information on YouTube is there's also a lot of bad information on YouTube. And so one of the things that I do kind of mention frequently on my channel is be careful who you're learning from and be careful who you're absorbing information from. And when I say that, I'm not talking bad about anybody specifically, but there's a lot of people on YouTube that teach stuff and it's basically BS. And what they're trying to do is sell you a course or get you to join their Discord so that you can pay them money every single month, or both. Buy their course and join their Discord and pay them every month. Like, I think one of the most recent like controversies as far as that's concerned is if you go to YouTube, this video is absolutely nuts. Like, people talk about ICT all the time. And if you look up ICT scammer, it'll take you like to iMan Traders videos where he basically covers scammers. And this is also kind of funny too, because I'm constantly in his chats like, hey, come and expose us. And I do that because he wouldn't be able to expose us. And actually, me and him have had a conversation about it before, where I basically asked him, like, how do you scam if you're trading live? And he said that you can't scam trading live. Like, it's not possible. And so me and Shorty trade live. I've traded live on YouTube a lot of times. You can go back and rewatch those videos. You can see that we don't miss very often. And so like that stuff can't be faked. But I kind of challenge iMan trading, even though I'm probably not big enough to like really even garner his attention. But I've tried, like I've hit him up quite a few times, like, you know, come and expose us kind of thing. And of course it hasn't happened, but it's more of just like a joke that I have with myself because I think it's funny. But so if you're interested in finding out about ICT, this is a really funny video where he just literally proves over and over and over again that the guy is a complete fraud and scammer, and it's absolutely hilarious the way that he does it. Actually, the way that iMan Trading exposes like fake gurus and stuff is actually like really eye-opening. And so then with that said, like if you're looking at like, you know, Keenan Grace, he trades live twice a week. That can't be faked, right? So interpret that however you want to. Every time I've seen Keenan trade live, he seems to do very well. But again, like he takes losses like any trader does. But anytime that I've seen him, like he can hold his own. So there's all that, you know. So basically the people that you see do it live, there's really just not a way to fake any of that. And it is what it is. So Marcos, I would highly recommend watching my videos on futures because, okay, I've got like 15 minutes. I'll try to cover this as quickly as possible. Is Tradeovate a good place to trade futures? It really depends on how you trade. So like if you're trading on a cell phone or a tablet or a Mac, then yes, Tradeovate is a great place to trade futures. And also if you're wanting to use your own cash. That would also apply. So like if you wanted to go with Apex Trader Funding and use a prop firm and you're trading on a phone, a tablet, or a Mac, then you would go through Apex Trader Funding, and they ask you if you want a Rhythmic account or if you want a TradeEvade account, and you would select the TradeEvade account and trade there through the prop firm. So it works for either your own cash or for trading with a prop firm. If you're using one of those 3 devices, that's the key thing. If you're trading on a PC, a Windows-based computer, and that's where you're going to trade, bar none, no questions asked, the best way to go, well, one of 2 things, depending on if you want to use your own cash or you want to use a prop firm. If you're wanting to use your own cash, then go into Google, or I can just link this in the post. But if you type in, what's it called? There we go. AMP Futures Free Quantower. You have to use this specific link when you sign up. Otherwise, they won't give you the free version of Quantower. But basically, like if you look at Quantower, whoops, they charge you like $70 a month, or it's free. You can use Quantower completely free, but if you want like the footprint charts and things like that, TPO, you would have to pay a monthly fee, or you could do a lifetime license or a yearly license, like whatever you want, basically. But you could also just not pay and just use the free version, but you're just not going to get the features that come with the paid version. But so if you go through this way, then you get the free full version of Quantower. If you're not wanting to use your own cash, then I would recommend going with TopStep. And through them, you also get free access to Quantower. So those are really your best options. Really, like, you want to trade on a Windows-based computer. Macintosh just doesn't have a lot of software available. And if you're trading on a Windows-based computer and you want to use your own cash, go search up that, or sorry, I said I was going to link it and I didn't. Sorry, give me 1 second. So yeah, if you're going to go that route, use, yeah, you can use TopStep X on your phone, but there's really no benefit to it versus using TradeEvade. But so AMP Futures, if you're using a Windows PC and you want to use your own cash and then trade through Quantower. So basically your software would be Quantower, your broker would be AMP. If you're wanting to use a prop firm, then go with TopStep and trade in Quantower through TopStep. So again, in that case, like TopStep would be your broker and Quantower would be your trading software. All right. So hopefully that answers everybody's questions. No, footprints do come with AMP Futures. If you sign up through that link, you'll get free access to futures. I mean, to footprints. Yes. What's up, Odyssey? How you doing? All righty. I just showed the link, Trev. If you go to free Quantower, full version free for AMP customers, normally $100 per month. AMP customers get all the trading features available in Quantower for free, no monthly platform fee, exclusively for AMP CQG connection. So you have to use this link, otherwise you will not get it for free. But yes, it says, where is it? TPO, DOM, cluster chart, which is footprints. All of this is free. Multiple order entry, everything. All of it for free. Okay? Well, then I would contact AMP and get that fixed, Trev. All right, everybody. Yeah, reach out, Marcos. So with that said, much love, everybody. Much love to all the people that sub. Much love to the friends of the stream. People that interact in the chat, ask questions. I appreciate you guys. You guys give me something to talk about. And to people that are new, if you feel like this information is helpful, it might seem a little bit overwhelming in the beginning, but we would appreciate a sub. This is all about education and trying to help people become better traders. And yeah, we do a lot of classes, a lot of education, and I would appreciate a sub if you feel like the content is valuable. With that said, much love, much respect. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll